Hey, Bill and Mary Beth, this is Jose out here on Indigo now. Uh, this is your neighborhood. It's a beautiful little neighborhood right off the Navy base, and it's a pretty quick drive. I think it was 12 minutes between where we were at on Perdido Key, somewhere in the middle, I'd say, and here. So it is a quick little drive down to Perdido Key. You can see the road is definitely well maintained. It looks a little too narrow to be parking on it, so I think most of your parking will be on this driveway going into the two-car garage. It's a little steep, but slap an emergency brake on, no big deal. Lots to like, you know. Your water view goes to that, but you'll see you get a ton of house. So let's go on in and take a look at what we get here. Some great mature oaks here and leaning away from the house, which is always important. I'm very appreciative of this rail right here that is helping me up the steps. You got a sprinkler heads there, so you got a sprinkler system, and you can see that they've got the termite treatment in the past. So good signs so far, but as it says in the description, it's going to need a little bit of love in here. It's got good bones. We were talking about this in the other house. This still does have the popcorn ceilings from before. You've got a double wide opening for the your coat closet there. So pretty good. All of the baseboards, almost all of the baseboards are this wood color, as well as some of the door frames. And we'll get to that later. This is the first interesting part. You've got this arched, vaulted ceiling going in here. This is the dining room. It's very cool. It's dead center of the house. And you can see we're looking through one entry point. There's another one. There's another one. Actually, a really cool touch, I think, right there. This is your AC unit. It's a brand new unit, as the description said, which is great news for us. Good sized kitchen. You got a little bread bin there in the corner. Coffee nook, whatever you want to use it for. Definitely an interesting little thing that we were doing back in the day, building these houses. You can see no fridge. Cabinets are in decent shape. Some of them look like, especially the two underneath they all look in good shape. I mean, you got cabinets for days. That's 4, 8 on the down low right there, and then above the head you've got another 6 here. The corner 1, 2 more. And a couple of, you got storage for days. These are a little beat up. Ooh, Lord, we had a leak going here. Okay, so this one's got some issues that would have to be touched up. Yeah, that's not good, and it shows from here. A little bit of mold and mildew going on. Needs a good clean, and probably get that panel of wood replaced there. But not soft close or anything like that, but everything looks like it works really well. You do have a dishwasher here. Interesting triple sink going on. So your disposals in the middle. That's something. But no, overall the kitchen is in good shape. It looks like you can see that's a normal one. Fire? Smoke? I'm not sure, but it is right above the stove, so my assumption is that it would be smoke. You've got these 2 big LEDs running and the fan in the middle of the kitchen. Then you've got these recessed lights as well. The kitchen feeds right into the living space, the main living space, I'll say, because you do have a second area. You got the nice fireplace as the center of the room. Potential to put the TV right above it. Might have to downsize that mantle or just accept a smaller television, but you've got these bookcases built in. Damage going on in all of these items here. I'm not sure. It's firm. That took water. You can see it goes up here. This is particle board, and it took water, and particle board soaks it up like a sponge. So Not sure what's going on here, but you've got some water. We're going to have to look into flood situations here. You see, this is like a drink spilled, and that's what'll happen to particle board. But right down there at the base, that's taking on water in the house, it looks like. You've got this really cool matching with the kitchen wet bar over here on the side that kind of blends the main living room into the second room. You've got the dining room there. This is too far to be a dining room. It's got to be a second formal area. Sorry, I've always told you this, and I'm not going to back off now. I like to point out the bad when you're not here for the videos. This is hard to show in the video, but you can see right where my finger's at, and then right down here, discoloration coming from around there. Now this black over here just looks like dust. You get it clean up there, but that is a little bit more concerning that there's moisture. The AC unit was probably condensating really badly. I did also note here, straight line crack, probably just the sheetrock, but you can tell here they overdid the popcorning. So they've tried to patch this before, and then this line here was also it's repainted, so it looks like this was a repair as well. You got a big old mirror. Hello. The space is great. I am going to compliment that. The space is great, but it does need some money, and that's why when they posted it, it looks like they're saying you can get this place on a deal. It's because it needs some love. This is the master bedroom. Big space. You got your own entry to the backyard. We'll get into that later. You've got the his and hers closets. Not massive, but they're still separate, and they're still pretty good size. You should be fine there. Going into the bathroom, large vanity. It looks like everything matches the kitchen, so that's actually pretty nice. You've got another closet in here for linens or anything else. That is an ADT security box. It is wired. I did see the security system. Going into the rest of the shower, you've got the stand-up shower. A little tight, but you've got the stand-up shower. You've got the garden tub. Little pillar box. I should know the military term. the narrow window to allow in light. Another big mirror, toilet, and a bidet. The space is really nice here, actually, with what you've got going on. You've got the space for the stool to make it into a makeup vanity. Ceiling fan run inside. No issues noted in the roof in this area or anything like that. A little weird discoloration, but I don't think that that's anything to be alarmed about. Going down into the hallway, you're going to get the rest of the living spaces. This is the second bathroom. Pretty basic, but a good sized vanity to put extra stuff here, and tons of room for replacing the linen closet, essentially. A lot of marking here. I don't know what that's from. There's some, needs to be recaulked and things like that. But and then your shower, tub shower situation. You got the vent and a light for the shower. So pretty good layout, essentially. This is going to be bedroom number 2. Okay. So it looks like somebody came in and painted and didn't really know what they were doing. This is definitely thicker and probably what the color should have been. This looks like a darker color was in here and it's bleeding through. You can see little spots everywhere. Above here, you can see that that's not lighting. That is actually in the paint. But it does have a good size And the double closet is a nice touch there. And then the third bedroom is actually really cool. It's got a good size. It's got this great vault cathedral ceiling going on with the window to match. Super cool. You've got the nice little words are hard right now. The window ledge. You can use that to sit down there, enjoy a book probably. And then you've got the double closet again. So lots of closet space in this house. Lots of ability to keep things nice and tidy. Let's go take a look at the outside, and then we will go show the garage, and that'll about do it. But yeah, overall right now, the layout is good. The structure looks sound, but it does need some love from a lot of different perspectives. So this is your little Florida room. Really nice shape. You've got the A-frame ceiling, so it feels bigger than it really is. It's enclosed all the way throughout. You've got the power running throughout the area, so you can really utilize this space. This time of year, it's perfect. I'm in a polo, and even my pants feels like a little too much. There is one hole that I'm seeing in this screen right there. Not too big of a deal. You got a little doggy door already. Good size yard. Little interesting layout. Looks like you used to have a fence. Let's go take a look at that a little bit closer. Little garden was set up. More sprinklers in the backyard as well. And a reminder, the roof was an Ivan. They believe it was just after Ivan that the roof was put on. You're running on the tail end of that, the roof's life. Well, I hope that didn't lock me out. All right, so you can see here the fence. There was definitely new fence work done. Looks like the neighbor probably teamed up to put that fence in there. This is your old fence. It's getting a little bit of support from that post right there. Goes behind the shed, and it takes this curve, and then it just stops where it doesn't really look like it wanted to stop, or it did continue at some time. Yeah, so this is all damaged wood fencing that once was. These piles here, you can't see it really that well, but I can. Right in there, you can see all of the boards that used to be the fence in the back. But lots of space here. Looks like it's got a lot of potential. It just needs a little bit of love. There's your entrance from the master bedroom. You can see a little bit of rust forming on those doors. The good news is that means it's metal and probably can still take more of a beating. The bad news is it hasn't gotten much love and might be getting soft. Let's take a look here, because yeah, it's soft. I mean, I just made that dent right there. I'll do it again. What feels like a repair done here. These are common spots for this stuff. This was a repair here. They cut the wood at that point and weren't able to get it to line up perfectly. Those doors and door sills that don't get a lot of movement, the water just sits and it never moves. Again, it looks like a fence was here at some point, because the line is just too perfect. It is not here at this time. Let's take a look at the garage, and we'll go from there. But again, I think my takeaway is, with a little bit of money and a little bit of love, this could be a great house. But it will need some stuff. Mary Beth, if you're seeing me walk and you see my gait, don't judge me. I'm still only 6 weeks from surgery. Sorry, that sounded like the front door. I don't need anybody coming in right now. All right, let's go back through the kitchen and take a look at the garage. Oh, within the kitchen, you've got all of these closets. This is some storage closet, tons of space, built-in racks on inside and on the door to put a good bit of stuff in there. You've got this is the half bath that they made work with that little guy, but you do have the toilet and the sink, so it works, and it would be definitely beneficial instead of having to go all the way across the house. And then this is going to be your pantry proper. So it's a little bit bigger, but it does have the same racks on the wall, on inside of the closet and on the door. And then the garage. The garage is in good shape, honestly. It's trying to figure out which light. Apologize. It's got the sealant put down, so you know that the concrete's being treated well, and it's gonna handle it pretty good. It's enclosed, so you've got probably some decent insulation in here. Washer and dryer hookup right there. Storage all the way around to the two doors, and then some more built-in storage right there. The water heater is a 16, so we're pretty good there. You know, that's got plenty of life left in it. And then your attic access, you can see this is common. I wouldn't be too worried about that. It gets a little humid in these, and so the mud that they use for the sheetrock tends to get heavy and sag, and the tape work was just taking the abuse, and it ends up sagging like that. And then you've got a little bit of damage right there, but not too big of a deal. Then you've got a little side door here. You gotta unlock everything. So there's your new water AC. Looks in great shape. I mean, you can still see that it's beautiful right now. So that's good. That's a good sign. And then they've built this little patio area for the trash cans. And again, looks like they had intention of bringing this out, probably putting a gate right there, and never got around to it. So this is a nice and long one. I apologize for that. Didn't realize I was talking so much, but I hope y'all enjoy it. Let me know what you think.